Hello everybody, Diana with Diana Simplifies here. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. I haven't done any cooking with you guys in forever, and so I'm gonna make a very simple, this is a slow cooker recipe. I have gotten really bored with I'm gonna use this term loosely, meal planning. My meal planning is a very loose thing. Thankfully it's only two of us, so it's not that hard to kind of just throw something together, but this is slow cooker Swiss chicken. And this is from Six Sisters Stuff. I actually paid for I paid for something for them before, and I don't even remember what it was, and I'm not even sure I ever used it. But this was a really good deal. A really good deal. I couldn't pass up. So it was like $19. It was this deal that was going on last week. It was $19 for a whole bunch of ebooks, and it's all recipe books. So this is what I'm doing today, and it's very simple. So it's slow cooker Swiss chicken. This says it serves 6. Now I'm only doing, I think there's only 2 chicken breasts in here. Now interestingly, this is from my stash from 2020. So I know some people are like, you can only eat it for 6 months in the freezer or whatever. This has been in the freezer for 4 years, or what? We're on 2025. So yeah, it's been 5 years. It's been in my freezer for 5 years. Does that worry me? No, because I've eaten down all of my old meat, and I've eaten down tons of this, and it was fine. So this is my free-range chicken breast. I think it's only 2, and it's organic. This is from Aldi. I love their meat. I actually am using, most of the time now, I use non-GMO from, I'm trying to cut this off so I can get into this package. Non-GMO from Sam's. They have what is it called? Fresh Market or Market Fresh or something like that chicken at Sam's that I love. So I quit using the Aldi just because this was more expensive, but you know, the prices have risen so much now. I'd still think Sam's chicken is cheaper, but I do love the Aldi chicken. There's nothing wrong with it for sure, just pricey. So it is a little bit freezer burned. This one, I can see just a little bit of freezer burning right there. I don't know how well you can see that, just like right there. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this into my slow cooker. I'll pan over to the slow cooker here in a minute. Yeah, it's just two chicken breasts. They're pretty good size. Whoops. Okay. Now I just went to Dollar General to get my cheese because I didn't have any Swiss cheese. That's not anything I keep on hand. And thankfully they had some. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Thankfully they had some because we live like 30 minutes from other stores. They have a grocery store here. I don't like anything they have there, so I don't even go in there. But I could see on the app that supposedly Dollar General had what I needed, so I just went over there. And the grocery store is right next door, so if anything happened, I could still hopefully get what I needed. Okay, so let's see if I can. All right, so here's my ingredients right here in my recipe. Okay, and the slow cooker. This is my really old slow cooker from from Spencer's grandmother that she gave us. Okay, so it says 6 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Obviously, I'm only using 2. 6 slices of Swiss cheese. I think I may use 3, just to cover it. Well, we'll see how it goes. Just to cover it all the way. Let's see here. How easy is this going to be to get apart? I feel like it melted while I was on my way home. Get apart. It's got the cute little holes. I haven't eaten this in a long time. Let's see. 1. I'm just gonna spread it in here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use 3, so it'll be maybe just a little bit extra cheesy, but that's fine. This back in here. I may have to freeze this because we eat, well, Spencer would eat Swiss cheese. I don't know. I feel like if I leave it in the fridge, it may go bad, so I may end up freezing this. Okay, then it says 10.75, this is actually 10.5. 10.75 ounces canned condensed cream of chicken soup. That's what this is, cream of chicken soup. And I got my spoon in there because I'm just gonna spoon this in. Oh, I was supposed to spray my cooker with non-stick cooking spray. I did not do that. Place chicken breast on the bottom, cover with in a small bowl. Oh, I've already made a mistake. I've already made a mistake, y'all. I was supposed to, hang on. I'm gonna spoon some of this back in here because this is not how this was supposed to go. Don't ever listen to me how I do a recipe because this ain't right. Oh, y'all, why, y'all, why? I was thinking this is just so simple. I'm supposed to be mixing a few things together. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna be able to get it all off of here, you know what I mean? I feel like it's all gonna mix together anyway, you know? Cooking at its finest. Most of you are clicking off now, aren't you? Okay, I got most of it back in there. What I was supposed to do was, in a small bowl, combine cream of chicken soup, milk, and pour over. Oh, I was just supposed to combine the milk. Okay, that's not going to be a big deal, I don't think. Let's see if it fits in here. My cute little Dollar Tree bowl. I think it'll fit in here. Sorry, made a huge boo-boo blunder, but I don't think it's gonna matter, honestly. We're just gonna, it's 1/4 cup of milk to go with this can of soup. The funny thing about this is I had read the recipe a few times before I started, but I am not good with recipes. I have to read it over and over before it ever gets into my brain. Okay. In a small bowl, combine cream of chicken soup and milk and pour over chicken and cheese. Okay. Okay, no big deal. All right, so that's my 1/4 cup of milk. Just gonna, it's not gonna matter because once I get this spoon together, I'm just gonna pour it over what the mess that I just made in there. It's probably just gonna make it a little creamier. And you know that you can make your own cream of chicken soup in a pinch, and I learned how, and I did it a few times, and I'm not sure if I wrote it down. I think I wrote it down somewhere, but who knows where I wrote it. I would like to go back to making it that way because it's just healthier. And the woman I watched made it gluten-free, so you didn't even have to use flour. Here come the sirens. Okay, yeah, that's not going to make a big difference. I'm just going to spoon it. Make sure it's covering everything. Yeah, I don't think there was any harm in the big mess that I just made. It's fine. You know the crock pot is very forgiving. I do, however, feel like an idiot. It's okay. It's okay. Now, if you're a terrible cook, you will feel right at home here. I do mean right at home. I let Adrian Boo, the black cat that we rescued, I let him out today, and I haven't seen him since I let him out, so I hope he does come back at some point. Spencer may kill me if he doesn't come back at some point. Okay, and then the next thing we do, it's a package of herb stuffing mix. Now, because I'm only using 2 chicken breasts, I'm not going to use this whole package, but this is what I get is Pepperidge Farm. There's other brands. You don't have to have this brand. This is what I have on hand because I make a chicken casserole with this. And then you pour the melted butter, which was 1/4 cup, you pour that over it. So it says, sprinkle stuffing mix on top and drizzle butter over the top of that. Cover and cook on low for 4 to 6 hours or half or 2 to 3 hours. So it's 11:20 right now, so this should be done by supper time. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this. I'm not sure that we just want gobs of stuffing. Let's see. And I do crumble this a little bit, so it's not, I crumbled some of it, so it's not huge chunks. And then I'm gonna pour my butter over. Hang on, I'm tying a twist tie around this. melted my butter already, so we wouldn't be here all day. So, let's see if you can see. There's my malted butter. If I tip it any further, it's going to fall on the floor. Just going to stir this good. I actually put 2 different types of butter in here together, just because I was using up something I already had. All right, let's just drizzle this over. Love me some butter. Really want to get that buttery goodness out of there. All right, and put the top on. I'm gonna do low for a few hours. So it's almost 11:30. So yeah, close to dinner time. It'll be ready. All right. So the good news is I only messed up a few things. I put my all my gross stuff into this bag, and then my trash can is just right outside here, and so I don't have anything stinky in the house. I just put this outside, and I'm ready to go. Now, the other one I'm gonna make, I don't have the ingredients or all the, well, I think this is about the last of my chicken right here. So the next one I'm gonna make is slow cooker Italian chicken, or the next chicken I'm gonna make. I'm not sure when I'm gonna make this, but it is slow cooker Italian chicken. This is from that same recipe. In fact, it was the very next recipe, I think, if you want a screenshot. Okay, it says it serves 4 to 6. So you need 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 1 packet dry, zesty Italian dressing, which I do not have, an 8-ounce package of cream cheese softened. I don't have that either. And then 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. So I think I'm just going to use half the cream cheese and 1 can of cream of chicken soup, because I'm going to, once again, just be using 2 chicken breasts. Sometimes the package I get has 3. So I guess if it has 3, I might use a little bit more. I'm not sure. Place chicken in a slow cooker and sprinkle Italian dressing mix over it. Combine cream cheese and cream of chicken soup in a small saucepan over low heat and until mix. What? Okay. And until the mix and the cream cheese melts and the mixture is smooth. They've left out some words here, or punctuation or something. Pour soup mixture over the chicken. Cover and cook on low 4 to 6 hours. Once chicken is done, you can leave the chicken breast whole or shred them. Serve chicken over pasta or rice. And it's hard to see because I don't have a color printer, but right here underneath here is pasta. So they used pasta on theirs, and that's what, when I saw the picture, I was like, that looks good. I think I will do mine over pasta. So we're gonna have slow cooker Italian chicken, and that'll be over pasta. But it says you could do pasta or rice. So anyway, that is it for me for today. I hope this ends up turning out really good. Let me see if I can, let's see if I can show you this cabinet right here. Do y'all remember how I used to have this really crammed full of food? I want to show y'all. A lot of this is just everything's pulled forward, so there's almost nothing. I don't know if you can see that, but there's almost nothing back here. There's maybe one other can back there. This is all, like I used to have all this just crammed full of stuff. All that's empty back there. So I'm only keeping a few things at a time now. I do have a lot more soup. We really don't even use this many. These are chunky soups. We don't use that many chunky soups. Then I've got my cream of chicken for my recipes is over here. And the other thing I'm making this week is manwich. I got the buns, and I've got some, yeah, this expired like a year ago. Yeah, 2/24, so I gotta hurry up and make this. Or it's not that big a rush, but I'm gonna make this week too. In fact, I may go ahead and brown, I think I'm gonna brown the beef now because it needs to go ahead and be browned. And then Spencer can decide if he wants to eat this or if he wants to eat the chicken. I'm definitely eating the chicken. This is okay, but it's not my favorite. I should probably learn how to make my own sauce so it's not processed as much. I don't mind processed, but some of it's just, what is in this? Yeah, like there's a whole long list, and I saw really quickly high fructose corn syrup. So I mean, you could make your own, and you wouldn't be putting that in. Now most of this is just tomato puree. Let's see, the corn syrup, not good. Distilled vinegar, corn syrup. Again, you don't, wait a minute. Yeah, like you wouldn't need probably corn syrup at all. Less than 2% of salt, sugar, carrot, fiber, dried green and red bell peppers, chili pepper, guar gum, spices, xanthan gum, dried garlic, natural flavors, citric acid. So I mean, the except for the high fructose corn syrup, I can't get it out today, but whatever it is, the corn syrup, except for that, it doesn't seem like it's horrible. I don't know, but I'm sure there's an easy way to make your own where it's not, doesn't have that corn syrup in it. I mean, why do you need sugar? This is really good as if, you know, if it didn't have sugar in it. Total sugar is 6 grams. That's just for, what is that? That's for 1/4 of a cup of it. Anyway, that part's irritating. You know, you're trying to lower your sugar, you don't want that. So anyway, but if you can see this, so I've got 2 peanut butters right here, and this whole thing is almost empty. This is really empty for me. If y'all have been with me a long time, this used to be absolutely crammed full. So, and this is some of Spencer's stuff that when he was traveling, I don't eat this stuff, but, and then if he gets in a pinch, if I'm not cooking or whatever, and he just wants to make this stuff, we just kept it, but that's been there for almost a year. How long does this stuff keep? Yeah, 24. It expired last year. I'm just telling you, hurry up and eat that too. Anyway, I mean, it's packaged. Is it really going to go bad? I don't know. At some point. Anyway, just wanted to show you that I don't keep as much stuff as I used to. I've really pared down and I'm doing better as far as not filling up every spot that's in the cabinet anymore. Anyway, thanks for being with me, guys. Love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.